Yo, Nakama around the world. Welcome back to Conqueror's Haki Corner. It's your boy Vim.
Yo.
Your boy Serge.
Yo.
Myself, Rook. We're here once again to bring you another... Well, this is going to be a recap of the chapter 126 from Attack on Titan, Pride. So it was mentioned to us that we missed a few pages. Now, this can happen sometimes because we're doing a live reaction. It wouldn't make much sense for us to go through it and see what happens. So sometimes we miss pages. So thank you for catching it out, Name. We're going to go over a few of the things that we missed in that chapter and what we might have thought about it.
Let's get it.
So earlier on in the chapter where we've got Hanj and Levi. Now Levi's obviously having his face stitched up by Hanj because he got caught in an explosion when Zeke... Well, it was thought that Zeke killed him, but Levi will not die.
Ain't killing Levi, man.
Levi
Can't kill him, bro.
Now Levi said something quite important here. He said his objective, with everything they've seen, we've seen that Eren has had a talk with all of the subjects of Ymir, and he said what he said. But Levi is still adamant on killing Zeke. Now, what do you guys think about?
I think that has to happen. I mean, at the end of the day, man, like, Zeke has dodged bullets in regards to Levi.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised that he hasn't been killed off already. But I get it. Plot purpose. It wasn't his time to go. He needed to do some stuff to add to the intensity of the story. But I don't see the story ending without Levi, Duppy, and Zeke. He has to kill him. The only twist is if Eren somehow has some twisted fate and protects his brother. But I don't see that happening. I see Levi catching a body this time. He has to do it. He has to put the end to Zeke. And there's no more purpose of Zeke. Really and truly.
No, Zeke needs to go.
Like he tried to, you know, maneuver Eren so he can control the subject of Ymir and all that stuff. He failed. Eren's now on the move to start this world war. There's no purpose of Zeke. It's time for him to go. So 100%. I think Levi definitely kills Zeke, and then it's just more the question is, it's not whether he'll kill Zeke or not, is what happens afterwards.
So now when you say that, my question is, who takes the beast time?
What happens when someone dies, it passes on to the child, right?
Passes on to a child.
A child. Next born child. There's one candidate there, unless it's born already, which is Historia's kid.
But this is the issue now, right? When does that child get to activate that power?
And which child do they have to be in the vicinity?
I don't even know.
Is it like devil fruit?
Because I'm telling you now, when Levi kills Zeke, he's not thinking about who gets tired.
Of course
wants to kill him.
I understand that. You say that at the same time, Levi's not stupid.
Listen, after he's been caught slipping a couple times, I don't see him being so.
You don't care.
Yeah.
Do you think it's revenge?
No.
This is always revenge.
No, he's been wanting to slice him up.
Yeah.
From the first time when he started killing all the Titans around the side, I know you guys saw it in anime, and then when he caught his hand spiraling around and he chopped him up, that was pure heartlessness. He wanted to.
It's not even pure heart. It is pure heartlessness.
No, but he wanted to wipe him out.
Because he killed his friends.
Of course he did.
He killed his very close friend.
And his friends everywhere.
Yeah.
He was the reason why all these Titans are there, being hunted, and everyone's being hunted, and all of this crap. Now Zeke needs to go. There's no sympathy for that guy.
So Levi gonna kill Zeke. It's just
100%.
it's his place in the story afterwards. Whether the whole Levi versus Eren thing emerges.
We do have a video on that, by the way. Check that out. You must probably get it down in the description somewhere. Levi versus Eren. Yeah, Levi versus Eren Yeager.
The thing is with now that, right? Since Levi's objective and purpose is to kill Zeke, will he have any reason to now want to go after Eren? And I mean in a sense where purpose, just like he's going to fulfill his version of his objective and purpose.
But that was never his purpose. That became a part of his purpose.
Exactly.
Do you understand? So his purpose continues.
Fine.
He is remember continuing on Erwin's will as well.
Protecting the people.
Yeah.
Protecting the people. Okay, yeah, fine. Yet to see.
And they also mention in the conversation between Hanj and Levi that they have to leave everything in the hands of Pixis and Armin. Now they're obviously not aware that we saw Pixis turn into a Titan, and I'm assuming he's gone now.
Is he probably roaming around as a Titan unless they've caught him?
They would have killed him. I mean...
You think so? Because if they've left him alive, all they need to do is wait for him to stay alive for them to eat another Titan.
That's a fair point. So then there's a question there. Is Pixie still alive?
You never know. We like I can't.
I will say from the sake of like a mangaka, a person with bigger characters, Pixis, he'll give us the visual of him dying, or he will at least confirm it in dialogue. Like it won't be left up in the air.
And if it is left up in the air, there's a bigger purpose.
Yeah. So he's alive.
Although we do know that the writer's trying to wrap it up.
No. I won't take nothing away from him wrapping up. But him wrapping up doesn't mean he's gonna wrap it up like this. There's a lot more left to go.
Yeah.
I reckon he's still got a year, and he's doing it monthly. He's not doing it weekly. So let's be clear. We've got 12,
couple years.
14. You've got more, 24 chapters potentially.
Oh, remember the anime comes out at the end of this year.
And is that the final anime though?
It's the final chapter.
How guaranteed is
Final part
that?
of the series. It's the final season. It says.
Then what we got? Okay, when is that? August. Not to sidetrack. Sorry. October.
Well, get in the conversation.
Six, seven chapters.
Your question has to be: Can Attack on Titan be wrapped up in 4 more chapters? Because you're in March. I don't think so.
I think I'll give it a bit more time.
Yeah. So
that means that final the second segment of the anime will be pushed up back to the end of next year. Because he will split the anime in 2. Simple. He took season 1 was when of the anime, and season 2 take out years.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. What else did we miss in that chapter? What page did we miss out?
Well, apart from that, they spoke about Armin. Now, what do you reckon about Armin? Do you think Armin is the chosen one, or
Armin's more than capable? And if he's not more than capable, he has to be. The simple fact being, he's at a point where there's no Erwin, you've got no one else to rely on, you've got to step up. And that's the fact of it. He's got to put his feelings...
He has to fulfill the prophecy.
And he's got to push his feelings aside. Whether you love your brother or not, you've got to do what you have to do. Because you're in a situation where now the greater good of people depends on what you're calculating. And you've got to remember this now as well. Peak, she's the genius of their squad. And now they're combining forces. So Peak and Armin can have a conversation and discuss tactics. So they're not out of a position where they are dumbfounded by what's going on. They can think calculated.
Right. So we also come across another page that didn't pop up when we was reading the anime, reading the manga, was someone watching Annie, Mikasa, and the group that they were with as they were leaving. But I'm not too sure if this was in a flashback or after Yelena and Jean and Onyankopon had been eaten by the cart titan. Now there was someone watching from the window.
Eaten or taken away?
Gobbled and taken away.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright.
So they're alive.
They're alive.
Remember they spat him out.
Yeah.
They spat him out. So there was someone watching through a window.
First thing I was going to say is Historia, but then I'm reaching. The Queen's not going to be there.
For me, it was very vague. I have no idea.
Yeah, I can't say.
But I will acknowledge that that's probably something of importance that will come out later on.
Yeah.
So watch that space.
What do you guys think about what's going to happen in the next chapter, coming out in a couple of days? Now we're reaching to a point where we need a lot of things to start moving a lot more faster than it has been moving. So we need to understand what chess pieces he's going to move, because it's a war now.
Yeah, it's just how he's going to put everything together.
Yeah.
It's how the end game is going to be written.
Yeah.
Because we're definitely in the end game right now.
100%.
And it's just like, what would you guys like to see? Would you like to see Eren versus Levi?
Let us know down in the comment section below.
Do you think Levi, do you think Eren's overpowered with all these Titan powers he's got at the moment, or he's got control to? I mean, if there ever is a guy that was born to slay Titans, it was Levi, but even like, this is a lot.
This is a lot.
Especially with half a face and probably missing fingers, or God knows what
half
state
a leg,
he's in.
bruv. You know, the mad state. Yeah, it's true.
Do you know what would be proper so cool? If it's possible for an Akuma, if Levi doesn't just stab Zeke, he eats him.
Just munches him up.
Yeah, man.
Eats his heart. He eats his heart.
Nah, I don't see that happening. I see him killing him, man.
Yeah. He's got memories. He's lost 2 fingers. These fingers.
That fight will be one of the gulliest
I
fights.
won't upset his girlfriend, don't worry.
Mad. Yo, he's
I'd take it there, man.
Jesus.
No, Dad, let us know what you thought about that. Let us know what you think is going to happen. Let us know. Watch our video. Comment on that. Let us know what you think of our lineup between Eren Yeager and Levi Ackerman. do you think it will happen? Let us know down in the comment section down below.
If you haven't already, smash the subscribe button, leave a like. It's always appreciated.
But from Konkozaki Corner, it is that time. Peace out.